Okay guys, welcome to a new video. So I am going to be reacting to a video that points out my inconsistencies. Sorry, I was gonna say consistencies, but apparently I'm not consistent, which I get that. I feel like I do contradict myself a lot. I want to do like a full-fledged disclaimer that everything I'm about to say in this video is 100% truth. I feel like it's important that I make this video to help you guys understand or to admit to my wrongdoings, or just to get you guys and I on the same page, because I can understand why it may be hard to believe things I say because of my inconsistencies. Like, trust me, I would not be sitting here making this video if I was just gonna sit here and ignore what's being said or gaslight in any way or make excuses in any way. I really want us all together to realize that sometimes reasonings for something, or just like me explaining something, does not always make it an excuse. It's literally just me explaining. So I have huge fears making this video that people literally are just gonna believe what they want and they're not gonna listen to what I'm saying. I also have huge fears that people are just gonna say excuses, excuses, excuses. I'm afraid that me making this video, even though it's all pure good intentions, I really just want a better relationship with my audience. And I'm just afraid that what I am going to say, people aren't going to like. But let's begin. So the first clip here, as we can see, is of this website that I go on where you guys can ask me questions. The link is down below. And someone asked if YDHB made a compilation of all the times we think you lied, would you watch it and address the issues? And I said I'd only do that if the video was short, straight to the point, wasn't condescending or assumption based. I don't want it to be rude, biased, or catering to her audience. Her audience dislikes me and judges my every move. And I clearly said more because there's a show more thing here, but for the most part, this is what this was about. This video is only 9.5 minutes long, so that is sweet and short to the point. So I have not watched it yet. Honestly, I'm nervous. I've been suffering with major anxiety lately, so it's like, why am I filming this? But I feel like it's the right thing to do. So we're gonna ignore my anxiety. We're gonna turn this up as high as it goes, and we're gonna press play. Yes, I am not editing Lynn, so we are sticking to the good old fashioned, let's react from a laptop. So let's go.
Hi, no intro today. This is here for fair use purposes. I just want to give a disclaimer. The video is completely objective. There will be no opinions. There's only contradicting clips that I have questions about. I think we can all agree that these are the clips most famous for contradictory information, and we would like to just get a straight answer. The only thing I would really like to request is that we don't hear, this was X amount of years ago, and therefore it doesn't count anymore. Because when you ask next time why people don't believe you, it's because of the track record. We build our future and current reputation based on the past actions. And so even if it was a few years back or 10 years back, it still needs addressing, because that's why people are having doubts today. And
I agree with her to an extent. I do believe that people can change. They can learn from their mistakes. Even opinions that I had a couple weeks ago are different than opinions I have now. I don't think, like, I want to be completely honest in this video, even if I offend some people, and I really don't want to, but I feel like I don't have room to grow. I feel like I've gone through so many eras, and I try to like disappear from YouTube for a little bit, and then I'll come back and like a new person because I'm trying. I feel like there's been so many times where I have tried to change, whether that be my content to make it more suitable for you guys and more easily to digest, because I know there is certain content that is harder for you guys to watch. But I do believe that if you make a mistake in the past, you should explain yourself And if it's something that is offensive or anything along that like family of things, you should apologize. You should own up to it. So I do get it.
I am bipolar. I have known for a very long time without actually being diagnosed that I am bipolar.
Okay, so here it says, okay, so this is a tweet that I made in 2013. It says I was diagnosed at a young age. Okay, well, I'll just read the whole thing. It says, I don't just say I'm bipolar to say it. I was diagnosed at a young age. Also, depression, anxiety disorder, and OCD. And then the clip you just saw was from 2 years ago. So it's very contradictory. Okay, so when I was younger, I did see so many therapists, counselors. It's because I had to. Being in foster care, like 9 times out of 10, like therapy is almost like obligated. It's your choice if you want to sit there and talk or just like sit there and stare at the wall. But having appointments and seeing those kinds of people are very important. And during that time, I was told that I show signs of being bipolar. So I think at a young age, because I think I was like 15 or 16, when I was told, you know, you show signs of bipolar, you probably are. I took that, ran with it. And from that point on, I was like, oh, diagnosed with bipolar. I'm wrong for that because I was not diagnosed with bipolar. They said that I could have bipolar, that I showed signs of being bipolar. That doesn't mean that I am bipolar because showing signs of something, it could be anything. I know bipolar gets confused with a lot of different like mental illnesses or whatever, or just like who someone is as a person in general. So I am wrong for that. As for me, truly being diagnosed with bipolar, it was in that clip where I was wearing the blue dress. It was the first time that I have ever been diagnosed. So my fault. And I do feel dumb about it. Honestly, I really do.
Let everyone know.
Wait, I don't feel dumb about being bipolar. Sorry. I feel dumb about taking what the therapist said when I was like 15, 16 and running with it. I feel dumb about that.
Really good. He did start off by saying, you need weight loss surgery. And I found strange is that he didn't think weight loss surgery was right for me. The waitress.
Okay, that totally seems contradictive. I do want to explain. Let me go back. Okay, so in this clip, I did speak about, or I hope I did. I'm pretty sure I did because this was an update after I went to a weight loss doctor, which I was going because like I wanted to talk about weight loss surgery. I don't know if Young Dumb Honey Bun, I'm sure she watched the whole thing, but I don't know why she didn't put it in here. I did mention then and in other videos that the weight loss doctor said I should get weight loss surgery, but he said that I would lose weight slower if I got weight loss surgery. So he didn't think it was a good fit for me. So it was confusing in what he said. That is honestly the truth in what he said. Like I literally left the appointment with 0 weight loss surgery information, nothing. He just wanted me to go on this specific diet. And that was it. So I hope that explains it. I don't want to feel like I'm missing anything because like I really want to make this video and I want it to be sincere and I just want to explain myself the best that I can. So, okay, I kind of want to just go back and rewatch to see.
But I just want to let everyone know that it went really good. He did start off by saying, you need weight loss surgery. And I found strange is that he didn't think weight loss surgery was right for me.
Okay, so when I say that he didn't think weight loss surgery was right for me is a true thing. You know, the meeting started with, you need weight loss surgery, ended with, I think you'd be better off without it because you'd lose weight quicker. I don't understand. I didn't understand. And I still don't understand, but that is the truth. Okay.
Chris kept calling Destiny a sir, and it's like, Destiny does not look like a sir. Don't care what you say. I understand she has short hair, beautiful short hair, but she has girl features. Like, I don't understand, and her tits are huge. Anyways, we went out to eat, and it was a buffet, and Destiny was up getting something. Mind you, the waitress was super fucking sweet. I'm just gonna say that. But all of a sudden, when Destiny got up, she started calling Destiny an it.
Yep.
Not a girl, not a female, not a she, not even a fucking he, which happens sometimes. An it. And she was...
So, this is two completely different stories that happened at two completely different times at two completely different restaurants. So here we were going to the Cheesecake Factory. So I'm pretty sure I vlogged like the whole thing, but in this clip we went to the Cheesecake Factory where the waitress did call Becky a he. Here in this we were at Golden Corral where Becky was up getting... Why am I saying Becky? Oh my god. Oh shit. I have too many exes. Oh my god. Okay. Anyways. Okay. I'm sorry, Becky. I'm sorry, Destiny. Okay. I'm sorry, anyone who's offended. Okay, let's start this over. We went to Cheesecake Factory here, where she was called a he. We went to Golden Corral here, where Destiny went up to get more food, and I was still sitting at the table, obviously. And the waitress was calling Destiny an it. And I was just like taken aback. So these are two separate situations. Regarding the he story, that actually happens a lot with Destiny. I don't know if it still does. Like, I haven't seen her in forever. But again, two separate stories, two separate times, two separate restaurants. So hopefully that explains things better.
Serious.
Okay, so this is, again, looks like it's from my profile where I answer questions. Someone asked, why didn't you disclose your Amazon affiliate? That video is going to get demonetized. I replied with, I didn't realize I had to do that, so thanks for letting me know. Oh, this has been a big topic, and I literally have felt so dumb about this whole thing that I completely have taken my links. Like, there's no links in the description below anymore. I'm still an Amazon affiliate, but I just don't even want to be a part of it because I feel dumb, and I don't want to feel like I'm just trying to get all this money, and that's why I shop at Amazon. So it's not like that at all. I truly didn't realize that I had to do that, and that's my fault. That is 100% my fault. I should have done more information on it. I'm not going to make excuses. It's my fault for not being responsible enough to understand what the heck an Amazon affiliate is. So again, my fault, 100%. I'm sorry. I do apologize. I was not trying to deceive you guys in any way, wholeheartedly, because if I knew I had to say that, I would have had no problem saying it. So again, my apologies. Okay. Didn't realize or didn't know or knew and forgot. I didn't know because I didn't do the full research that I should have. But then once you guys told me, because I do have a few videos scheduled that are already filmed and ready for you guys. I've really been enjoying uploading every other day. It's actually really fun for me, and I like to be a little bit ahead so I can continue doing so, because there are days where I have mental health days and I just don't want to talk about myself. I don't want to pull out the camera. I am very grateful that I have that option, while so many other people don't, which makes me very sad, because I feel like mental health days, whether you have a career or just a job or whatever it may be, I feel like those are just as important as like days where you are physically sick and can't go to work, which makes me sad because it needs to just be a law. It really truly does, because anxiety and depression can be very crippling. But yeah, so I am a little bit ahead on my videos, which I love. And once you guys pointed out that I needed to say that, I started putting it down in the description, because I had already edited the video and I already had it scheduled and stuff. So I just put it down in the description because I did a little bit more research, and that is perfectly okay to do. But then afterwards, I realized I don't even really want to do this anymore because I feel dumb. I don't want to feel like I'm deceiving people. That is never my intention at all. So I'm just gonna probably just delete like my little store altogether because I just don't want to be part of the situation, because it's just kind of left a bad taste in my mouth because I made a really stupid mistake. I just wish people would have understood that it was a mistake, told me about it so I could fix it, and then we could move on. I feel like the way people have treated me regarding it has been a little harsh. And I feel like I want to listen to your guys' criticism. I want to accept it and absorb it. But it's hard when I feel attacked. Whether you guys are choosing to attack me or you guys feel like I'm not attacked, it's a feeling that I have and something that I have learned recently in therapy, which I actually haven't been. I need to message her, but something I have learned though is that when you say I feel like, it's because the person, aka me, really does feel that way. So if someone makes you feel a certain way, you tell them, I feel like blank. I feel like you blank. You make me feel blank. And you do that in relationships, friendships, with family. Anyone you talk to, it's easier to say, I feel like, instead of just like telling the person, this is what you do. So when I sit here and tell you guys, I felt like I was attacked because I made a mistake. It was a bad mistake. I should have done more research. I just felt super attacked and kind of like, oh my God, it made me feel like really, like my chest was heavy. I was like, oh my God, what do I do? How do I fix this? Like it honestly scared me for a minute because it makes me feel like I have to walk on eggshells. Like every little tiny thing that I do, whether it's a mistake or something, people are gonna like report me to YouTube and stuff. And I'm just like over here like, it was an accident. And this is a mistake that I learned from. I tried to fix it. And I'm just sorry that I seemed like I was deceiving you guys because I really wasn't.
Like every time I see a doctor, they never mention my weight. She was like, you're healthy, but you are obese. He told her about the hymen thing. Well, I'm gonna go back into that. And then he told her that there was complications because of my weight. And then he said, if she doesn't do something about it now, she won't have much longer. So you have...
Okay, I'm gonna go back just so I can point. So this is one of my recent doctor visits where I talk about how like the doctor mentioned like exercising and my weight. And I thought that was really cool because, well, I mentioned my weight first. I'm gonna be honest. She asked me, why don't you exercise? And I said, because I don't like to, and I'm lazy. I was completely honest about that. And she was like, you need to exercise. Her saying that, which a doctor, from my remembrance, from my memory, which is so bad. I have so many holes in my memory. It honestly terrifies me. That is a whole other subject that I talked to my psychologist about. And she says I show signs of PTSD. Showing signs of PTSD from childhood does not mean I have PTSD. She said that that is something she wants to talk about in the future. So also, I feel like I have to explain everything. I just don't want people mad at me for this video. Like I truly am trying. So I told you guys I stopped outpatient, but I told you guys that I want to keep the psychologist, and I still have to talk to her about that. I'm just really hoping that she'll still will be my psychologist, and I still haven't messaged her, so I need to do that. That is something I need to do. So the holes, the memory problems, very PTSD. I'm not saying that I have it. It's just a big PTSD symptom. And I truly believed myself right here. I believed in myself right here until I saw this clip. And this is the part where, okay, I don't want to get emotional, but this is the part where I'm like, how do I not remember what I say? Like, how do I not remember the experience that I went through? When I saw this clip, I was like, oh yeah, that did happen. I remember this was the doctor that I saw that I actually really, really liked. She like sang and she was fun. She was quirky. Like, I really, really loved her. She just made you feel like you've been best friends forever. And I remember after, you know, all my tests came back and all that stuff, she did come in. She did tell me you're healthy, but she actually said overweight. She didn't even say obese. I like literally exaggerated here. Of course I did. Am I right? But she said, yeah, you're healthy, but you're overweight. And that's all she left it as. So there was no more than that. So it was later on, I have this like health portal situation where you can like message your doctor if you want, whatever it may be. I actually don't use it anymore. But I did when I was seeing this doctor, and I messaged her and I asked her about Optavia. It was a little bit before I started Optavia, and I asked her, I was like, have you heard of this? Like, is it okay? Like, should I do it? And she was like, I haven't heard of it, but give it a try. You know, anything will help. And so I brought my weight to her attention first. So I think it was a few months later, I went in for another visit where she kind of did the same old sing and song and dance, or whatever that quote is, where, you know, you're healthy, but you're overweight. And that is when she mentioned the weight loss group, because I was like, as a doctor, do you have any advice of what I can do to lose weight? And she told me 1,500 calories, lower your carbs. That is what she told me, because I asked her. I guess when I say no doctors ever talked about my weight, I think it's because I want them to literally look me in the face and say that you're dying. And I believe that was true until I saw this. I saw this clip and I was like, damn, that did happen. How did I forget? I literally forgot. This was during my whole cancer situation. There's a lot of stuff that happened during that I don't remember. It was a scary time in my life. It truly was. And I just have a lot of things I don't remember. So seeing this clip brought back a few memories and a few things that happened and that was said. So this is true and this is not true. Based on my memory, I don't ever want to just like sit here and lie to you guys in my videos. It's because honestly, I feel dumb. I feel dumb 9 times out of 10. Like, so many of you ask me, like, do you have learning problems? Like, do you have disability? Like, what's wrong with you? I don't know. And that's putting it lightly. Okay. This is not a pity me video. We ain't crying.
But now, she won't have much longer. So you have sleep apnea. Why did you say you didn't? Thank you for the super chat. And honestly, I have never been tested, so I can't say if I do or not. Afterwards, they told me that I do have sleep apnea.
Or that I pay for the ring and it's like...
Okay. It's hard for me to see this clip right here. This is actually right after I got a D&C. I was put to sleep for the first time in my whole life because I was rushed to the ER and I was, trigger warning, blood all over the hospital floor, the ER room. It was the scariest experience of my life. And during that, after I woke up from the D&C, they told me that I did stop breathing. And they said, that's probably because you have sleep apnea. So here, I say that I've never been tested. I don't want to like get my words wrong, so let me watch it again.
Why did you say you didn't? Thank you for the super chat. And honestly, I have never been tested, so I can't say if I do or not.
Yeah, I have never been tested, so I can't say if I do or not, was what I said here, which was after this. So I can understand why people are confused. So the reason why I answered this way is because I had a hysterectomy, and the hysterectomy was so much longer, so much more invasive than the D&C. Like the D&C was nothing. I'm not like downplaying a D&C, but it was nothing compared to the hysterectomy. And one of the main questions I wanted to ask after my surgery was, did I stop breathing? I asked, and the surgeon said I did not stop breathing, not one time. And the surgeon actually said how amazing and perfect it went. And it made me feel so good because before surgery, I was literally terrified. You have no idea. I was like, oh my God. I thought literally it was my last day alive. I was like, how am I gonna survive this? But so I think I took the easier route. And since one surgeon said I stopped breathing and another one said I didn't, I took the one that said I didn't and I ran with it. I need tested. That's clear as ever. Morbidly obese, very common to have sleep apnea. It's just easier for me to say I've never been tested, so I don't know. Not only is it easier, but I feel less embarrassed saying that. I don't feel ashamed saying that. So it's easier, which is the truth, to say that I have not been tested, so I don't know. So I can see how that's like an inconsistent answer, but at the time, that was my truth. And when I do get tested, I will more than likely tell you guys the results, because this has been definitely a hot topic for my channel.
Afterwards, they told me that I do have sleep apnea.
Oh, wait. I was trying to fast forward it because I was like, I don't want to hear that again, but now.
That I do have sleep apnea.
Or that I pay for the ring, and I just want to say that Becky actually paid for it.
Okay, so here looks like, is this Instagram? Yeah. This is an Instagram Q&A that I did. I said, I bought the rings, Becky didn't. Okay, and then here, you can listen to me again.
I do have sleep apnea.
Or that I pay for the ring, and I just want to say that Becky actually paid for it. She gets commissions for her art. So, I don't know, that just like made me sad that a lot of people were just like, why did you pay for your own ring? Da, da, da. It's almost like, even if I did, who cares? But I didn't.
Okay. So this was made after the breakup, and this was after the engagement. I'm pretty sure this was the live stream where sorry, I'm getting emotional because I know exactly what I'm about to say and I'm just scared. So this was the live stream, I'm pretty sure, where I announced that I'm engaged, where I talked about it a lot. I don't want Becky mad at me. So Becky, if you see this, I love you as a person, but I need to be honest because this is what this video is about. I lied here. I wanted to protect Becky. Becky and I agreed that we would say that she bought the engagement rings. A lot of people were saying, oh, Becky used Amberlynn's money to propose, da 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 da. I didn't want people to think that. I also selfishly, I will say that selfishly, didn't want people to think that I bought my own ring. I'm sorry. Like, lying's lying. That's like a point blank period on that regard. I just feel like some lies are to protect yourself or to protect the people around you. We were protecting ourselves from judgment, and it's wrong. It's wrong. I should have just ignored the topic. If we, like, us not wanting people to know, we should have just ignored it. We should have ignored the topic, ignored the questions, ignored the rumors, point blank. And I'm sorry. Genuinely. Because it's not right to lie like that. And this is where this is hard, and because people call me a liar all the time, and this right here isn't gonna help. I will say that there are a lot of things that people say I've lied about that I have not. I have not at all. So I know me saying that means nothing. It literally means nothing. I have to build trust back. That's what it is. Like I said, this is like a relationship. If you lose trust for someone, sometimes the trust never comes back. But it's nice to have that opportunity to build it back. And I really want that opportunity because this right here was not right of me. And I'm sorry.
Me sad that a lot of people were just like, oh my god, you paid for your own ring, da, da, da. It's almost like even if I did, who cares? But I didn't.
I learned how to do sign language, ABC.
Okay, so right here, this is again the question website. If you could instantly learn any language, which one would it be? Someone asked me. I said I would love to be fluent in sign language.
It's almost like even if I did, who cares? But I didn't.
I learned how to do sign language, A, B, C, D, E, whatever. I don't need to do it all. I learned how to do that when I was, I think, 10 or 11. And after I learned how to do the ABCs in sign language, every time I would talk, or every time someone would talk around me, or every time I would think, or anything, like just anytime there were words involved, I would have my hand hidden so no one could see it, and I would sign every single thing somebody would say, and I couldn't stop myself from doing it. It became really obsessive.
Okay, so this video, I remember this video actually. We were living with Destiny's mom, and I had a really big like scab on my arm, and people were like calling me diabetes Lynn, diabetes Lynn, diabetes wound Lynn. Like people were saying I had diabetes and I was getting wounds from it. A lot of people were. And as you guys know, I actually pick my skin. I have excoriation, which is part of the OCD family. And I was picking at my arm really bad. So I did have a really big, it was the other arm, not this one. From what I remember, I'm pretty sure it was this one. I had a really big, nasty scab. I'm gonna be honest, it was pretty gross. And I think I was getting super annoyed, frustrated, overwhelmed, and kind of sad with people saying I had diabetes. So I made this video talking about like, I have like forms of OCD. I do. Nowhere near as bad as some people, so I'm not saying that at all. But I do some OCD things. I do. And one of the worst ones is picking my skin. I literally can't stop. I hate it more than anything. So I wanted to open up a bit about my OCD. And no, never been diagnosed with OCD because I've never been tested, but I have been diagnosed with OCPD because I have been tested. So I don't know what to do with that information, but I feel like I should put it out there. So yeah, in this video, I was talking about how when I was in a group home, this weird OCD thing started. I don't know. Can you call it OCD? I don't know. I'm not gonna like diagnose myself or the situation, but I would do this thing where I would sign language with letters, the alphabet, what people would say, if it was like in a movie, whatever it may be, sometimes even what I was thinking, and I would do it like next to my leg. I literally couldn't stop. And if I didn't do it, it almost felt like I was gonna combust, like something bad was gonna happen. Here it says, I would love to be fluent in sign language. Absolutely. If I could speak any language, that would be it. I want to be able to sign. Sign language is beautiful. Like, it's so beautiful. I love watching people sign. I kind of want to take a class. Let's be real. I could see the confusion kind of, but in this video, I did say the only thing I know how to sign is the alphabet. That is it. I don't know anything else. I think I might know the B word. I used to know how to sign a song I used to know how to sign Stand By Me. I think around the same age as when I learned it. I don't know it anymore. So that's what I meant. Just like Spanish, I can count to 10 in Spanish, doesn't mean I'm fluent. I can also count to 10 in Japanese, and it doesn't mean I'm fluent. So I think that's where the confusion came from. Again, we're going to be honest. Situations like this one. The other ones are valid. Those are valid. Situations like this is like, I almost feel like people are like purposely trying to find something that I'm inconsistent about or something that I'm lying about, because literally in this video I said that's all I know how to sign. Like, I'm pretty sure that's what I said.
Like, just anytime there were words involved.
Let me see.
Every time 10 or 11, and after I learned how to do the ABCs in sign language, A, B, C, D, E.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, you guys.
I don't know, that just like made me sad that a lot of people were just like,
so bad at this.
It's almost like even if I did, who cares? But I didn't.
I learned how to do sign language, A, B, C, D, E, whatever. I don't really do it all. I learned how to do that when I was...
See, right there, I said I learned how to do the alphabet. I don't know anything else. I wish I did. Oh my God. Okay, so let's move on to the next one.
I would have my hand hidden. So...
Oh. Hi, girlfriend. Why are both of these people labeled as my girlfriend and have different height and shoulder width? Wait, what? No. This is all the same person. Here you can see that she is like holding me like this and she's leaning down. So that's what she's doing here. And then here she is like bent over this way instead of like this, which does make you shorter. When you go like this versus like this, it's clear that I look a little shorter. Here, if you can see, yeah, you can see that, well, at least I can because I know her. She's actually taller than what this line says. Sorry, I'm laughing because how young dumb honey bun, it's so hard to say sometimes, did this. It looks like you made her face like this tall. Oh, I'm not trying to be funny, but it really looks like that because here is actually some of her hair. So all the same person. This is all the same person. I have nothing else to say about it. That's the truth. I don't have anyone else living with me. I have not had anyone else in the vlogs. This is it. This is her. Sorry.
Let's say I do gaslight my audience.
Okay. This was from an Instagram Q&A. They said, will you ever acknowledge that your hate is more about the lies and manipulation than your weight? I replied with no, because I haven't lied and I'm not manipulating anyone. I can't acknowledge something that isn't true.
Let's say I do gaslight my audience. Who freaking cares?
Okay, here it says gaslighting is a form of manipulation that often occurs in abusive relationships. It is a covert type of emotional, I'm sure abuse would be the next word. So when I said this here, I was being dramatic. I was being so dramatic. I actually am not going to sit here and say I've never gaslighted you guys because that's not okay to say. If you guys have felt gaslit, then I have gaslit. Because I'm not going to take away the way you feel or the way you say or see things. I wanted to make this video to have all these answers and reasons to make you guys understand me, and I don't. Besides, I just get overwhelmed and I say and do things that are irrational, and I don't mean to ever manipulate you guys or gaslight you guys. So right now I'm just going to apologize. I don't ever want that to be a thing anymore. I wish it would have never even happened in the past. So I'm sorry from the bottom of my heart, truly, because I know how it feels to be gaslit. It's not okay. It makes you feel kind of crazy. Yeah, so I'm sorry.
You know me and my stupid jokes. She was talking about how...
What happened with the doctor's diet competition? I thought you were very excited to start that on January 1st. And I said, what are you even talking about? I actually don't know what this is from. I don't know what either of these from. Someone else asked me, did your doctor invite you to one? I guess they're talking about a support group. And I said, no, she didn't invite me to a support group. Okay.
Her and her co-workers and employees, like in the office where she works, in January they were starting like a weight loss thing, just like within the office. And she was like, I want to invite you to join us. And every single month, you don't even have to pay. You come in every single month, we can weigh you and you can be a part of this. And I was like, just her thinking of me.
Yes, this was the same time that doctor that sings, that's the best way to describe her for you guys. This was the same time where I went in and I asked her like about how should I lose weight? And she said low carb, 1,500 calories. This is when she thought of this idea for me to come in and to weigh myself. Here, I think I'm understanding it more. What happened with the doctor's diet competition? I said, what are you talking about? Because it was never supposed to be a competition. So I guess that's what I was confused about. And then here, didn't your doctor invite you to one? I don't know. I'm confused. I don't know where these are from. I guess somewhere where I'm just answering questions. And then I said, no, she didn't invite me to a support group. I guess I was talking about support groups on this website. So then someone replied and said, did your doctor invite you to one? I'm trying to just like paint the picture better for you guys because I'm confused. So I don't want you guys to be confused. Oh, wait. Down here it says, why don't you join a support group for weight loss? Oh, okay. So I must have answered that. And then someone said that, which in my response was, she didn't invite me to a support group. Because I took the idea of a support group as a bunch of her patients or a bunch of individuals that she sees coming together in like a meeting format. Like we sit around and we talk about stuff like that. So that's what I took that as. I didn't really consider at the time me coming to weigh myself and having some of the people at the office weigh themselves. I did not at the time consider that a support group, but now that I hear more about it and I'm more rational, it does make more sense that it is kind of like a support group. So hopefully that makes sense.
Telling me, I want you to be part of the weight loss journey and competition within my office meant...
Oh, shit. I said competition, but she didn't say competition. I feel like maybe sometimes in the past, I exaggerated things to make them seem more better in a way. I honestly don't know, but it wasn't supposed to be a competition. It was supposed to be a support group. But yeah.
So much. Just trust me. Like, it literally felt like me and Becky were just roommates. So it was easier for me to move on. We like never hugged. Like, she never complimented me. I probably didn't compliment her. Like, I wasn't perfect either. There was just nothing, like, at all. So it's like, nothing has changed, it feels like. Besides, maybe we vibe better because there's not this, like, big, heavy feeling, like, on our chest or on our shoulders anymore. Why did you agree to marry her? I don't know. Deep down in my gut, I wasn't happy like I should have been. You know how, like, when someone proposes, like, you're supposed to, like, cry? Like, I low-key, like, tried to fake cry. I know that sounds so bad. Oh my God. admitting it is like so just horrible. I don't know. Becky and I just weren't good like that. Were you ever in love with Becky to begin with? I loved Becky unconditionally. I'm just not entirely sure I was actually in love. I will admit that my heart was extremely broken, and I said things on live stream that definitely kind of shocked me. Later when I went back and saw it, I was kind of harsh to her because it's like she just broke my heart. It was some weird mental gymnastics I was doing where it's like I kind of wanted her to feel some sort of pain. I know a lot of people who get their heart broken, they go through it differently, but one of the stages that I feel like I went through without like thoroughly processing that I went through it was just like I was mad. I was massively upset that like she proposed to me. So I was assuming we were, you know, about to create a life together more than the one we had now. And then she just like took that away a couple months later. So it was very much like I was angry. I feel like I don't feel anger a lot. So I guess when I do feel it, I kind of go through it without realizing it. And I think during the moments of my anger and me being really, really hurt, I can definitely say that I said some mean things to her. And I have obviously apologized to her.
Oh, okay. Why is your mistreatment of Becky justified by a broken heart and you being so upset because she took the chance at a life together away from you when you've admitted you felt nothing, did not want a life together, was not happy, had to fake excitement, and felt trapped in a cage? I'm gonna be honest, the breakup was confusing. I went through a lot of different stages. Anger, relief, sadness, depression, happiness, hope. I went through it all. I really did. My broken heart, my anger, the resentment, whatever it may be, does not justify the way that I treated Becky. It doesn't. I have apologized to her in person. I've apologized to her in text. I've apologized to her on FaceTime. I have done a lot of apologies because Becky is a good person with a fucking good heart. And it is what it is. I was mean. I was. Because I was mad. And when I get mad, I get irrational. I say things I don't mean. Like, it's a bad thing that I am working on that I have talked to my psychologist about. And she explained, I wish I knew big words. There's something in your brain that triggers like flight or fight response. And with trauma-based people, especially like childhood trauma, a lot of people fight instead of flight. My fight is kind of mean. I do and did really, really, truly love Becky. It's just once the initial fear of the breakup was gone and the initial pain and the initial change and the initial shock, I was able to really, really reflect on how I truly felt and my feelings, and I felt horrible. And that's why in this clip right here, I am very apologetic. I feel really bad. I still do to this day because what's on the internet stays on the internet. I do not care that what I said per se is on the internet because of me. What I care about is that's going to be on the internet forever. And Becky kind of has to deal with that. She has to deal with her ex kind of bashing her. And I feel horrible about it. And I'm just sorry. Like, Becky, if you're watching this, you know I'm sorry. And you know I love you as a person. Becky was strong enough to end the relationship when I wasn't. And that's the truth. And it just hurt and shocked me. But again, not justified. And I'm sorry. Some mean things to her. And I have obviously apologized to her. You're completely wrong. I was not trying to take down Apathetic said, so I was struck for 8 videos, leading to 3 copyright strikes. I submitted a counter to YouTube, who then reviews it before they will send it to... Okay.
Channel. I talked to them literally via email. We corresponded actually quite a bit, and I told them how bad I felt about their channel being taken down. So when I saw that it was back,
yeah, I did feel bad. I think at one point, I even told Apathetic, I said, if you make a new YouTube channel, because I thought their channel was down for good and I felt bad. But in the emails, I literally told them that if you make a new YouTube channel, I will literally shout you out in my videos. So people know that you have a new YouTube channel, so that my audience can go find you, because my audience watches you. So I genuinely felt bad. I promise you, without a doubt, I was not trying to get their channel taken down. I was trying to get those videos taken down.
It was like, okay, good, because that was not my goal. My goal was just to prove, please do not upload my full video to your channel.
My goal was just to...
Okay, so this is one of the emails that I actually sent Apathetic. And I said, you're also taking viewers and money away from me. Yes. So I do believe that 2 things can definitely happen at once. 3 things, 5 things, 12 things can happen at one time. I did want those videos taken down. So that is one reason why I did it. And the word also, I feel like might be important. I'm not trying to be petty. I'm just trying to explain myself. I'm sorry. I said, you're also taking viewers and money away from me, which is true, which is also another reason why I wanted those videos down. I just noticed that Apathetic Facts wasn't editing them as much, like at all. And I didn't like it. I just didn't. So I still stand by that. I did not like it. So all this is just me simultaneously, oh my goodness. This is just me saying that there was more than one reason for why I wanted those videos down.
Prove, please do not upload my full video to your channel.
And yeah, that's all it is. I literally just did not want my full video on there. If it was only about how wrong it is to upload your whole video, then why later say it was about money and views? I said also, because it was about both. If you did not want their channel taken down, why strike multiple times? Why not copyright claim instead, or strike a couple times as a warning? Why 7 or 8 times when 3 are needed for termination? This goes back to my dumb self. I did not know this. I did not know that channels get taken down with a certain amount of strikes. I did not know that. That is my fault. I wanted to strike because I thought per copyright strike, it's just the video will be taken down. And the reason why I thought that is because I have been copyrighted in the past, unfortunately. I just deleted the video. I literally thought that's just what happens. And I apologize. I am very glad they got their channel back, because I don't want to take away someone's full-fledged income. I just want it to be fair. And I did not feel like it was fair. That's all. I will stand by that. And again, I did not want their channel taken down. I did not want their channel taken down. I was literally going to shout them out in several videos, on my Snapchat, on my Instagram, just letting people know that they made a new channel, because I felt horrible, because I did not want to take away their full income, because I don't know anything about their personal life. I don't know if this is their only income, if this is how they have a roof over their head. Not my intention. And it is shame on me, because I did not do enough research. I should have researched it, to be honest, even before I did it. I should have looked up what could happen to the channel, but I didn't. Selfishly, I didn't. And I'm sorry for that.
Episode that actually offended me. She admitted to being I don't want to mispronounce this word, xenophobe. And I'm just like,
isn't that like
I'm talking about Trisha Paytas here, by the way.
like, in my opinion, it's almost the same as racism.
I mean, it is.
Like, I don't know. I'm just like so
Xenophobia.
bothered.
Like, that's like,
It's where you're prejudiced to people from other countries. I feel like that's
not
fucked
racism.
up. It's not racism, no, but it reminds me of it.
But
Is
it's
what I'm
like
saying.
it.
Damn, I
It
was
reminds me of
heated.
it. I don't know why, but it does. It is what it fucking is.
That's literally the stupidest thing.
Like, I feel like
it's the stupidest thing because nobody is from anywhere at that point. Because you got to think of it like this, you know.
That's like not
None of us
liking
are from
someone
America.
because they're Chinese or something. Because they're from China. That is so. It makes me cringe.
So mad
I'm
here.
just saying, like, we,
Yes, fearless. Go watch Chantel. She's amazing.
Yes, fearless. Go watch Chantel.
Oh, okay.
But definitely go to Chantel.
Someone said, how do you feel about losing the throne to Chantel? I said, Chantel's amazing. I made sure to polish it before handing it over. I feel like I know what this is
Go to
about.
Chantel. Go to 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 Chantel. Tell her I love her. Go to Chantel. She's better than you.
go back to Egypt, you refugee piece of shit.
Okay. I don't want to listen to all that. Okay. Well, let me see. How long is it?
Go to Chantel. She's better than you.
Go back to Egypt, you refugee piece of shit. You don't even deserve to be just
Okay.
people like you. Okay.
Oh, that's it? Okay. So, Chantel knows, we know, I know that what she said was horrific. It was. I have no excuses for her. I disagreed with everything she said. I was as shocked as you guys were. I honestly still am. I'm just like, damn. Because when I drink, I'm like emotional and like really sweet, really. I've never been like an angry drunk. That shocked me. Like the thing she was saying was like super offensive. My only answer is I don't want to believe that that's who she is. I want to believe that she is a good person, that she's an amazing person. And that's honest. That's just me being honest. I don't agree with what she did though. And I don't want Chantel to be mad at me for saying that, but I don't agree. I'm scared to upload this video for more reasons than one. I can definitely say that. But Chantel knows that it was disgusting and it was wrong and it's not okay. I don't support that in any sort of way, any shape, way, or form. Just thoroughly, I don't want to believe that that's really her. So the reaction is over. It was hard. This is a long video. I have a lot of editing to do, but I think it'll be worth it. Hopefully you guys can understand me more. Again, I just apologize for ever making you guys feel deceived or gaslit or manipulated. It's like never my intention to do those things. And I think that's like what sucks, is because I do shit that I don't intend. And then it just turns into this big old thing, but it's ultimately my fault. And I'm sorry. And I can just like only learn from this. I know that everyone nitpicks, not everyone, but a lot of you nitpick a lot that I do say, etc. So I do know that that's just gonna come with the territory. It's just like, I want criticism and constructive criticism that makes sense. I just feel attacked a lot. Like, that's ultimately how I feel. I feel like there is some that is very valid. Things that I need to talk about or address and stuff like that. But then there's just like this nitpicking that is just so hard, and it's like loud. It's so noisy and loud. And I feel like the best way I can describe this in a metaphor is like the true constructive criticism just sounds like little tiny whispers. while the nitpicking, constant like body shaming and like fat jokes and just like downright cruelty is loud, screaming, like the loudest concert you've ever been to. Like, it's hard to hear and see the support and the true criticism that I need to be seeing, because I can't hear you guys. I can't find you guys. It's a mess. It's jumbled. I'm trying though. I really am. And that's all I can do from this point on is just try. And that's my job on this side. There's a two-way street. I feel like as a unit, if we want this to work, I feel like we all need to respect each other. And I guess I'll be the one to start. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys on my videos. I'm just going to continue with the vlogs. I'll probably do more reactions because I kind of do enjoy them. And I'm going to continue being me. I'm going to try to wake up every day with a positive mind frame, which I've been trying to do. And I noticed that it actually works. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.